you guys are wondering who's in the booth, we have Bo Koster, musician by day, poker player by night. He goes by on Twitter at WorldBoFree.
What up, my dudes?
Plays very good poker. He is the keyboardist, like I said, for My Morning Jacket. They're working on their 8th album.
Brian's going to open 6-5 suited under the gun +2, but they are playing a little short-handed. Harry folds Jack-10. Wow. Lior has kings in the big blind here, and just flats. That's a good play. This is going to be an interesting hand. Brian should still know that Lior has pretty strong range here when he flats his early position open.
225.
Andy, what's up, Andy?
Okay.
You doing all right, buddy?
Brian bets 225. He flops an open-ended straight draw.
I'm okay right now. Maybe
The bottom end. And call. Wow.
check.
I guess Lior is deciding if he wants to bet for value here, if he wants to continue to check and you know, risk Brian checking back on the turn.
I know, the problem is you would too.
You know, I would. On camera,
You
bro.
would just for the laugh.
Come over here. On camera.
So Lior checks. Now Brian's deciding if he wants to fire 2 barrels with his open-ended straight draw, and he does.
1600.
I'll even drive you to the hospital. In traffic.
Well, you're gonna need
I think Brian's plan is probably to triple barrel on a lot of rivers, depending on how the board runs out now.
You wanna mumble that again without food in your mouth?
I said, I wish you had some wine with you.
Well, I'm done with this. I'll reply with it. Is it Camus?
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Mike, where's the wine? Seriously, bro? You gonna take it with you? Seriously?
Because when Brian triple barrels on the river, a lot of overpairs can't call depending on what comes. A lot of hands like 8-9, 7-6, 9-10.
Check.
That's a horrible card again for Lior. I mean, so I assume Brian's gonna fire again here. Because I don't think he suspects Lior would have like the nut flush draw, so he probably doesn't have a lot of aces in his range. So it's really a great card for him to barrel. So when he bets the turn,
Somebody kills himself.
he knows that there's so many cards on the river that aren't good for Lior's range.
And especially
And here he got one.
the fact that he doesn't have clubs in his hands makes Lior more likely to have some clubs in his hands.
Yeah.
Say something else like.
And little does he know that Lior's super strong,
Something else that makes light of
or was super strong pre-flop.
Yeah, Brian's at the bottom of his range. He kind of has to go for it. He's never going to win with 6 high.
I don't even know. He might not
Thing is, Lior and Brian play together so much.
Oh, they
10,
do?
20. Yeah.
Dave knew it was suicide. No, but I'm saying Dave might not have known that. No, I think Dave knew it was suicide.
So Lior's
I mean, how do you hear a broadcast
pretty
that doesn't mention? Because he was.
suspicious of this bet, knowing that Brian's capable of. Oh, there we go, and he gets the call. Good call. And that's history right there. That's like 2 guys who play at a high level, played a lot together, and know what each other is capable of, and knows that like if he folds there, it's kind of an exploitative
New dealer. Good luck, everyone.
fold or whatever, you know. And so he probably doesn't want to fold such a strong hand on that river, right?
Absolutely. And plus, he knows that Brian Kim is an amazing player.
Yep.
And knows that he can triple barrel bluff. Like some players, you might take a note on your phone, like, dude never has a triple barrel bluff.
Yeah, yeah.
But he knows it's pretty much not an easy call, but against Brian specifically, knows that Brian can barrel off.
Right.
So here are chip counts. Andy still leading the pack, 76,000. Brian was almost 60,000. These guys have like expensive cars right there in front of them in chips. Here are our V pips. Barry and Andy giving the most action. Harry is playing the tightest at the table. Do you guys want to stay connected with us? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Now we're on YouTube. You can subscribe on YouTube and watch us. Whenever we go live, we'll hit you guys up.